Hello and welcome to this video in a series of the Arma 3 Alpha videos that we're doing. I'm actually going to be showing you a new game mode today, which seems to be definitely one of my favourite game modes from the Alphas so far. This is PvP, and this is, I suppose you could call it sector control, although I have seen it named other things actually in the Arma browser, such as Blitzkrieg and what's the other one? There's another name for it, I can't actually remember the name for it, but this is definitely my new favourite mode of the Alpha so far. So come on, tell us what it is. Right, well, because it's PvP, basically we have one attacking team, one defending team, and it's a little bit like Battlefield 3 where you have to capture a flag, but in Arma 3 Alpha it's actually quite a wide area. The hashed areas are where the attacking team can spawn in anywhere in the hashed area, and the same with the blue. And we basically have to, on our side at this current objective, we have to attack Alpha. And in order to do that, all we need to do is, as in with other games, is literally just get our ass into the area. The little bar on the right hand side here in the middle of the screen, it's a little bit difficult to see here, actually tells you how many of each side are actually within that zone. And with all the other game times, it's a matter of staying in that area and holding it. As we take this area, and if we win this area, they can take it back if they want to, and obviously they will then move on to Bravo. And the further in we get towards the final objective, other vehicles start to be introduced, such as the helos. So, although there is very limited scope in the Alpha, I think once this game mode takes hold for the actual retail version, it will probably be helos and then tanks and and everything else that goes on it, whether that includes the water as well. But I can imagine this would be a really cool different game mode rather than just your bog standard co-op, so that this is PvP. Now this game mode is one of my favourites because it's quite tactical. There are a lot of hardcore servers out there that are doing this now, which is just first person only, which I like, because I know the third person gives us more situational awareness, but actually being locked into first person doesn't make the immersion, for me anyway, a lot deeper. Now the cool thing about this is that currently a lot of new players are kind of getting into it and they're not quite sure how to play it, and there is a lot of friendly fire and getting killed because the enemy tags don't actually show up unless they fire. As you can see on the minimap at the bottom, there's one red. That's because he's fired from his position without a silencer on and he's not moved. So this helps to stop camping to a degree. Obviously, if you're a sniper and you're up laying down somewhere, you are going to be camping to cover that area. Take a few shots and then you want to move, because otherwise the red dot is roughly where you were when you fired. So it's a good way of stopping camping. It is quite strategic, and as I said, instead of just seeing somebody and pulling the trigger, you need to look through your scope and actually identify what uniform or what helmet they've got on in order to get to the other, to kill the other side. And this takes, when people first come into the game, there's so many friendly fire options. Down at the bottom left you can see there's another one there, that it does get a little bit annoying, but the more people play it, the more they get into it. Now because these areas are quite small that we're trying to capture or defend, the frame rate actually seems really good. With fraps it's a little bit lower, but without fraps I'm getting about 60 frames a second here. And the current game you're looking at now, there's probably only about 10v10, but it does go up higher. You can pick a different class on the right hand side, and then we click in the hashed area where we want to spawn, and up at the top left there's a bit of a spawn delay coming in, so it's not absolutely instant. But it's definitely one of my favourite game modes, and the action does get better as you get further in. More players is better. And if you can find yourself a hardcore server, give this game mode a go, because it's something that I'm definitely enjoying until we get some more decent co-op missions. Definitely rated. Give it a go. I think you'll like it. Now this actual area is a little bit further into the multiplayer game. As you can see on the right hand side of the minimap, we've got a vehicle in the area, and there's also an enemy flying around somewhere. At this point we've actually started to get jeeps and helicopters, and this is where the action starts to pick up a little bit. If you'd like to have a game with me online, I'll be on Steam at any point. You can add me under the Paragamer tag. Let's get online, do some co-op, maybe do some videos together if you're interested. But in the meantime, this has been a new game mode for the Arma 3 Alpha. Something I highly recommend that you try out if you want a tactical game or whether you want the action. It's got a little bit of both, to be honest with you, depending on what class you pick. give it a go. Hopefully there'll be new mods and new things coming out, and I'll probably be doing some more videos for the other game types that are coming out. There's Wasteland and such, which is basically DayZ but without the zombies, so maybe do a co-op video with some of the Yorkshire Pud lads. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I've been AOPLAD aka Para, and this has been Arma 3 Alpha Sector Control. See you on the battlefield.
To all units, proceed to your post assignment. All units, proceed to your post assignment.